One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Smith.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Evans. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And a first down, Chiefs.
First down, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Mahomes firing complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. For the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Evans. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Darrington Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
His kick is good.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. first down. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Here's Geis, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Chiefs.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes has complete to his running back Evans. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Chiefs 28, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Haskins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3-yard line.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's now third down.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and the 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Yellow. There's a lot of light. 50 in it, the money. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 50 in.
Now here's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Here we go, let's bring it.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
It's going to be a long day offense.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Check 9, check 9. Yellow. Check 9.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Dante Pettis. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins looking downfield for Kelsey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being... But now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3rd down.
Hey, now look at it. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? I'm coming for you. You mine.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
56, check 56. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. He's going to let it go again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Darrington Evans, his second touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 10 now, Haskins. Again, looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And 12.
So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the ass.
The toss right to Geis. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Chiefs 45, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Dwayne Haskins.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Haskins back to the air. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Rush in. Rush in.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he's got room. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darrington Evans. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Okay, just like that. Just like
From the gun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Come on, D. Shift. Watch the shift. Anyway, 56. Check 56.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught at the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Check. He's crazy.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
On the tackle.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
There he goes left side, and all the way down to the 5. A big play there for KC, 58 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw again. Haskins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a run with Evans. And he is going to have the 1st down as he gets this up to his own 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And